Hey, me and Cody here. We are just spending a kind of lazy Sunday at home. It is finally not raining. It rained earlier, it finally stopped, and oh my gosh, I can see a little bit of sunshine out there. Ooh, look at that. Got some blue skies out there. Of course, it's still really too hot out right now to go out much. That's why me and Cody pretty much go out toward dark to do any kind of walking or, like playing with the neighbor dog, stuff like that. Anyway, I decided to just do a little video. I know I've shown people in the past my tiny house. I know I have new subscribers, some people that haven't watched some of my first videos or videos a while ago that showed my tiny house, and some people are interested in seeing it. So I just kind of do a little, not a tour because you all know what it looks like, but sometimes I rearrange and put stuff in different areas. But yeah, I decided I'll just kind of show you around this little old tiny house again. Now, for those of you that don't know, this is a 9x18, and I think it's a Craftsman, if I'm not mistaken. My mom got both of her tiny houses back in 2021, and they're both exactly the same. My sister is currently in the other one, which I call the Red Roof House, and that's, in North Carolina, but they're both exactly the same 9x18. However, as you all know, or most of you know, my mom's tiny house got messed up worse than this one. So yeah, it's kind of hard to use her loft. But anyway, this is, well, my tiny house that I'm living in. And don't mind, when you're living in a very small space, as I've stated before, you are going to utilize every little bit of space because that's just what you do when you live tiny. Now, I'm not, I'm talking about, I don't have a shed, I don't have any storage, I don't rent any storage, so everything in this house is pretty much everything I own. So I think that's pretty good fitting, that all in here. I do have some stuff still in the trunk of my car, just, because everything won't fit in here, but this is basically everything in here. It's just, this is pretty much everything I own. Anyway, we do have some squeaky flooring. Obviously, this is, from 5 years ago, this house. Anyway, I do have my little cooktop, which I really love. And I honestly love that this cooktop is like this, because there's some in a house I go and visit up the hill, and their cooktop is, like this. So it's weird, you'd have to like reach across, to get to the burner. So I actually really like how this is done. I was kind of mad at first because I was like, hello, why didn't they go further down? This is kind of wasted space. But they explained something, so I get it. But anyway, I have this cute little space. I got a 2-pack of these cute little hooks, and I use them for my coffee cups. That is not all the coffee cups that I own. I may have a little issue, as you get to know me, I have a little issue with coffee cups, and you all know I have a little issue with blankets. But hey, I don't, have a shoe fetish or a purse fetish, so this is me. I love blankets. Oh, and I did choose to put my bed down here because the loft is so hot in the summer. And those of you that know me know I'm hot-blooded already. I get hot very easily. So this was the best decision, putting the bed down here. And as you can see, I do put storage under there. I won't tell you how many times I've stubbed my toe on this. Yeah, that is always bad. Anyway, I got some storage under there. Cody says hi. And I did get this rug. My new neighbor that actually bought the house over here, she was here a couple weeks ago and we met. Very nice lady, very nice couple. And she asked if I wanted this rug in here from over there because Cody slips around a lot. So I was like, yeah, I really do need a rug for in here because when he gets up, it's just really hard for him. And that, you know, my other sister, she had the same issue with her dog, so it's not just because Cody is chubby, okay? Anyway, so I love that. I love this little end table. It works perfectly at night. Try and do this one-handed. It's heavier than it looks. And it's stuck on the rug. That's fun. There, kind of. Well, you see my point. I just scooch that over. And then during the day, this rug, I just put it over here so it's out of the way. And then I have this lovely little shelf. I have gotten quite a few things from good old Dollar General for pretty cheap, like $10, and it serves its purpose. I love it. I also got these cute little shelves that were $5, you know? So I just kind of, you know, I find cute things. They don't have to be super expensive. I just like cute and they do their job. I love that picture. Yeah, my sister put up the TV mount for my TV so you can push it, you know. I'm not going to do that right now. But anyway, got a couple drawers here. In my mom's red roof house, she does have different cabinets. She's got a little more. Now this is the Randy rack. I'm not getting it out because it makes a bunch of noise, all that stuff. We've already heard that. I did move my microwave up here. Works better for me. Got a little sink, don't mind the dish. And I do have the little cutting board. I'm not going to get it out, but it goes right over here. So then I have more space because what I say in a tiny house, it's about utilizing every little bit of space. I do have my little portable washer out because I am planning on doing a little bit of laundry. It does not fit a whole ton, but it'll fit like a t-shirt. It'll fit, you know, some other things, some socks, all that good stuff. And this is a must. I love my Ninja oven. Flips up for convenience. And then I have this little area back here. I started off with my little fridge was back there and it was too hard to reach. So I like having that right here. And yeah, for now I'm just using this as I have a little, you know, just a little space in there. That's it. And then I have this. I love this little rolling rack in here. Gives me a little more space. I did put my crock pot on it. I did get this from the neighbor. She had given that to me because she has a Berkey. This is not a Berkey. I don't know. It's called something else. But yeah, I still have to deal with that. Got my cute sign. I also have these cute little things. These came from Marshall's. I think they were $12 each. But yeah, I love these. Again, you know, storage. Put my coffee, other coffee. I put some cider over there. All that good stuff. I've got 2 shelves right here, obviously. And that's my little kitchen. And the bathroom is just, I have a regular toilet at least. And a shower. I think it's a 32-inch shower, so it's small, but you know what? It serves its purpose for me. I wanted the bathroom small. I'd rather have more room, like, you know, out in the living room. Water heater. just find a spot everywhere to put stuff. And my good friend put this shelf up so I can store, you know, hair products, lotion, all that stuff. Got my little sweeper. I've got my cute little shark that my mom got me, whoops, a while ago. Love that. Yeah, we just got space in here. All that good stuff. And back here, it's just the space, you know, under my steps. It's just kind of a catch-all, you know. My cute little check storage. I have my clothes in there. You know, I keep it neat. That's really all I can do. I wouldn't really do anything else with that space anyway. Cody's food. Now, during the day, when, you know, me and Cody are here, I always put his bed. I just put it up against here because there's not a lot of space in here. So obviously I want to keep that up so we have a little more room. And I also have my little table that flips up. I won't do that right now, but you just pull that up and it locks in place. So I have that down for now. And then my steps. We're just going to kind of move the TV out of the way like that. I love these. That was the first thing I got when I moved into this house for Cody and for me, so we don't, you know, slip. And this is not a double dormer. This is a single dormer. So you do have to duck. And then coming up here, I have not been up here much. So there's probably stink bugs up here. For now, this is storage. My mom and I moved the love seat up here and, you know, took the legs off, so we just leave it up here. And honestly, I'm short enough where I can sit up here like in the fall when it's not ungodly hot up here. Got my cute little Cody light. I have just some storage, my heaters, pillows, my blankets. So it's just kind of storage for now. But yeah, in the fall, I can sit on here and then I can open my little window here. We're not going to, it's just too hot. You know, I'm counting down until it's cool enough where me and Cody can sit up here again. This is my view from up here, and obviously over there, that is called the storage loft, which is obviously storage. There's not really anything else you could do over there unless somebody stayed here, you wanted to put a ladder up there and then somebody could sleep up there. It'd be quite tight. And of course my cute ukulele. I love that. I do play it every night. Favorite picture? Oh, I use my other little, remember the one downstairs? I used it for my coffee cups. I use this one for my hats. Again, you utilize every little bit of space. All right, let's go back down where it's cool. And I will tell you, I did design my steps this way. All right. I like it because I didn't want it to go straight down there. I wanted that to just curve this way. And I love it. I really do. I will tell you, hold on. I will tell you, I won't tell you how many times that I fell on that step, like coming down in the morning, the middle of the night. I'm holding on here, but it is very easy to put your foot right here and slip off, and I have fell a few times, hurt myself, but anyway, I still like how I have those steps. Anyway, there's my mini split, and that is my tiny house. It's very cozy. I think it's cozy. Oh yeah, as I've almost tripped on Cody. I won't tell you how many times I've done that either. And I will show you the outside of the house really quick too. All right, this is the outside of my tiny house, and this is new, as you all know. I had a neighbor build a little more steady steps and a railing. I did paint it gray. Very happy with how it turned out. The same gray as around the trim on the house. We got a ramp over there. Oh, you guys, it's so hot and humid. This may be quick. And of course I got my bandit. I did put my other table and chair set out just to kind of hide, you know, the wheels over there. But yeah, my little fake flowers. And of course I have my big propane tank. But I do have both sets out. I got this one from my neighbor when she left, so I keep that out right now. Whew. But that is the front of the house. Whew. And I did stain this house completely by myself, and I will never do it again because it was bad. But it is a light gray, and then around the trim I do have the darker. The roof is blue. I did it up there. There's nothing wrong up there. It is just I could never reach up there, and it was not worth me falling off a ladder and breaking my leg to finish. And nobody would help me, so that's how that is. Yeah, that's how long the house is, 18 feet. And that is the single dormer. And I love that I have all this grassy area for Cody. It really goes all the way over here. And I love that because he can sit out here, kind of chill. And for those of you that followed me when I lived in Bryson City, North Carolina, I lived there for about 9 months. And I really had no yard for Cody. Got his cute bed. So yeah. I love having this for him. Now, can you literally see how I'm sweating? I was outside 5 minutes. It's a real feel of like 97. But when I tell you guys I am very hot-blooded to start, I mean it. Like, this is how much I was sweating. It's very humid. Yeah, so I'm not lying. Anyway, this is a little longer video than I usually do. But I just kind of want to go through the tiny house again for those of you that are newer here. And I wanted you to look at my tiny house. Well, both the tiny houses are my mom's, but she's been nice enough. She lets my other sister live in the red roof one, and I live in the blue roof one. Which I did get to design this one how I wanted, and she got to design hers, which totally did not turn out. So I am happy with this one. It's cozy. And yeah, I make it as homey as I can. All right, that's it. That's a little tour of my tiny house, and I'll be back soon, guys. Bye.